Hey people, welcome back. Today we're going to do another gas blowback Boneyard gun unboxing. And I'm excited to open up, so let's do it. Don't worry, this time I actually have a sharp knife, so hopefully this will be a little bit easier than it was last time. It is not just the gun that's in here, there's also some other little stuff, so... let's see what we have in here. All right. Looks like we have, I ordered a couple extra of these little CO2, refillable CO2 capsules for a test that I'm doing later on. So if you guys are interested in that, be excited for that video. I'm gonna get rid of these. BBs, always can use more of those. And a Jeftron MOSFET. That is not for me, that's for a friend. Yeah, hey, coupon code if you guys need that. Alright, and finally, the attraction. The main attraction. Here it is. Nothing interesting on the outside of the box, but you can tell it is a WE. I love WE replicas when it comes to Boneyard guns. The parts support is excellent. And on the Boneyard, these guns are very cheap, at least on eBay. So, all right, let's cross your fingers. Let's see what we got. As always, very dusty, but wow, this is a very heavy replica. This is... But yeah, we got the compact bulldog replica. This thing looks absolutely fantastic. Huge fan of the chrome on the barrel. That looks amazing. As always, the orange tip looks like it's starting to come out, so that's good to see. Hear that. Okay, so it looks like everything is working perfectly fine. That's good. Oh, the hammer is working great. The rear sight is loose. It's kind of hard to see exactly. Yeah, so that's kind of annoying, but hey, not a big deal, not a big deal. Either this does not have a decocker or that does not work, which is fine. All right, and before I end this, you can see that they also included 2 new back straps for the back. So you can change the size as needed, it looks like. And they have a rubber looking kind of gasket. What I'm kind of suspecting that this is for, this is probably if you want to use the full-sized magazines, and you're just gonna put this on the magazine somehow. I'm not exact, oh, here we go, perfect. So you put it on in a full-length magazine like this, and when you insert it, it's like you have an extra part of the grip. Very cool. Yeah, I quite like that. Of course, it doesn't work with this, but yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, okay, I'm a huge fan of this so far. I'm super excited to take it out and shoot it. So let's get to that. And we're back. And it's awesome. I mean, it works. As far as I can tell, there is nothing definitively wrong with this. It shoots fine. Shoots actually really good. I quite enjoy it. Everything seems to be working correctly. The only thing that I've noticed that may be an issue, but I haven't done enough research to know for sure, is if it has a decocker, it's non-functional. I don't know if it's supposed to decock or not, but based on some of my experience with most other double action pistols, they have to have a decocker because otherwise how would you have it hammered down on a loaded chamber? Unless maybe the idea is that you're supposed to let it down. I don't know. Kind of doubt that on a real gun. That would be the way it would be on a real gun. So, of course, we have 2 extra back straps. I'm really happy with this back strap. It's the large. You can actually see on the inside of the back straps. You can see there's a little S in there right here on the middle. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but it's there. And an M on this version. Either way, it's nice to have those if that's your style, if you have slightly smaller hands or whatever. And of course, we have this great rubber gasket, which I am totally tempted to get some larger magazines and try them out with this guy. I probably won't, just because why bother? I'd rather get magazines that fit this gun specifically. But if you had the larger version, or if you want to have both guns and you want to have magazines that were compatible with both guns, just get the large ones and boom, and a few more of these gaskets, and boom, you're good to go. So that would be pretty awesome. And, you know, it actually does feel fairly good. It's kind of a weird feeling. I think it's definitely an acquired feel. It's really hard to kind of know exactly how it would feel with a full-size magazine during shooting, because I can't use it like this, but, you know, it might be pretty cool. Okay, so the other thing that maybe kind of is a weird issue, I'm not really sure what to think of that. If you notice these sights, the rear sight is extremely wobbly, and you might not be able to tell too much in the video, but it is ridiculously wobbly. I've started to wonder if that's not the original sight. Like maybe someone put a glow. These are glow in the dark. I guess I didn't mention that. These are glow in the dark. If you give them a quick flash with your flashlight, you're good to go for quite a while. And that's probably the way I'll use them at my indoor field. Just flash them real quick before each game and you're pretty much good to go. But the front sight does not have a glow in the dark tip, which is really annoying. Basically means as right now it's useless, so I'm probably going to touch that up with some paint. The front sight is tight, but it has a ton of glue. You can really see the glue. You probably won't be able to see it in the camera, but there's a ton of glue in there. So that's the other issue. I'll probably either glue, or more likely what I'm going to do is shim it with, and this is something I learned from Zormamu, I can't pronounce the right name, but he's on the Heavy Recoil Club Discord server, and he mentioned using pop can aluminum. You just cut a little strip, put it underneath of there, and hopefully that'll tighten it up. So I'm going to give that a go around, and I think that'll work perfectly for this. All right, so that's basically the only two issues. If it's supposed to have a decocker, and whatever's going on with these sights. It shoots amazingly. It's so much fun to shoot. I love, you kind of have that high-pitched kind of metallic sound. I absolutely love the way that sounds, and I absolutely love this Chungus chamber. I don't know. I didn't think I would like it based on the pictures online on Evic's website, but man, I don't know. I just really like the way it looks. Yeah, that is nice. Shoots pretty well. It hops 0.2 gram BBs very well. Later on, I'm going to do a full review of this pistol, and I'm going to be trying out a whole bunch more stuff. I'm going to be using it in actual games. It's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to that review. If you guys have any things you want me to test with it, please let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I absolutely love this gun metal, this kind of chrome. Like, it's like a less shiny chrome, which I think is really great looking. And it says on the side 9 para for 9mm parabellum. Man, it's so shiny it's hard to actually see the writing on there. Yeah, unfortunately, that's about as good as I can get it. But hopefully you kind of got what I was saying there. There are threads inside of this barrel, which have really made that orange tip difficult to get off, but I did it. And yeah, you can see those threads in there. Did not come with an adapter. I don't know if that is normal, because, you know, many of the times when you get these WE pistols, they come with an adapter to counterclockwise 14mm. So the M712 came with it, the Makarov came with it. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe that's something this is supposed to come with, actually. Well, I didn't look too close at the manual, at the parts diagram, but I don't see it on here. Just at first glance, it might be on here. But yeah, kind of interesting that it did not come with an adapter, but hey, whatever. But it looks absolutely fantastic. I was a little bit surprised at how large it is. It is very chungus. It feels like a full-sized pistol with just one finger space cut off the bottom, and the barrel slightly shortened up. If I actually bring up the most similar pistol I have to it is the PPQ. And if we look here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Let's try to line this up as best as possible. You can kind of see here, there's about like one finger's worth of space gone right down here at the bottom. And then the barrel is just slightly shorter. I'm actually kind of curious to see how that affects holstering. it might be kind of difficult to put in a holster. As you can see, I use the omnivore holster normally, but with this guy, there's not very much room for the trigger guard if in the omnivore. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I guess we'll just figure it out. But yeah, I would say that if you're looking for a comparison, the PPQ is the most similar. It's basically just you're cutting off the two ends. That's it. The gun itself, the main body of the gun, is like a full-size pistol. Which is kind of funny because, like, based on the pictures, and it's a compact pistol, and I was thinking something compact, maybe a little bit more like the Makarov, which is pretty similarly sized. Actually, the Makarov's a little bit longer and doesn't have a longer grip. The grip is just maybe a tiny bit longer, but not very much at all. I mean, honestly, all three of these guns are, in my opinion, roughly the same size. The PPQ is, of course, the largest, but only in those two specific areas. So I think as far as functionality and usability, they're all about the same. I mean, it has controls more or less like a full-size replica. A full-size gun, I should say. Great deal. Very happy with this purchase. I got it for about half of its retail price. Very happy with that. Very, very lucky. I highly recommend WE pistols if you're going to buy a Boneyard gun. Usually they're pretty fairly priced for a Boneyard gun, and all the spare parts are usually available on different websites online. Additionally, and this is something I love about WE, like I mentioned before, parts diagrams. If you're going to get a Boneyard gun, you're going to want a parts diagram so you can just look through the parts and figure out either what's missing, what isn't shaped correctly, because you can look at what's supposed to look like. It's super, super helpful and absolutely necessary. Alright guys, if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. I look forward to all those. If there's any tests that you wanted me to do for the review of this gun, please let me know. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the unboxing, and until the next video, stay safe guys.